Hello, 7th grade science students. I was originally going to make this lab video in the lab. Oh, there's my wife. But I'm not feeling well today, and I'm kind of in quarantine. So I'm gonna stay in my house and try and get you started on something that is a little bit different than what I had intended. So this is definitely not the lab I wanted to do, but that's quite alright. We can either do the one that I was planning on doing sometime next week if I feel better, or just skip it. It's not a big deal. But anyway, we talked about in your in your notes the food web and the food chain. So here is your PowerPoint. Let me bring it up. And let's see if I can find the food web. Here it is. The food web, remember, represents many interconnected food chains describing the path energy takes through an ecosystem. Well, today we're going to be designing our own food web. And the first thing you're going to do is to select a biome. Now there are many biomes out there. You can just Google biomes of the world, pull up the first result, and you have tropical rainforest biome, this biome. You have savanna or desert biome. So here's a savanna, here's desert biome, or grassland biome. Desert's like right here. You have the marine biome here. You have boreal forest, as in like Canada, stuff like that. So you're going to select a biome. For my biome, I'm going to choose temperate deciduous forest, something that Florida might experience. Though I'd encourage you to do something a little bit different. Maybe learn about a biome that you haven't learned about before. And you're going to create a food web. You need to include in your food web at least 10 animals or plants and how they're connected to each other. So consider the following. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My food web works. Consider the following. The green plant, the producer, feeds the primary consumers, the goat, the rabbit, and the mouse. The mouse is going to feed the rabbit, the wildcat, the owl, and the snake. The goat is going to feed the jackal and the lion. You can see that the lion here and the kite, they are at the very top of the food chain. Why? Because nothing eats them. They eat everything. The term for that is called apex predator. And we are an apex predator. We eat lots of stuff. Not very much eats us, unless, of course, we're found in the wrong place at the wrong time and we have like a bear attack us or something. But anyway. The lion is at the top of the food chain. The lion eats the goat, the jackal, the wildcat, and the kite eats the snake. The owl would also be considered at the top of the food chain because nothing eats the owl, but mostly because the owl isn't caught by anything. The owl, of course, can just fly away if it is getting attacked. I'm sure a lion would eat an owl if it was just kind of flopping around on the ground. But anyway, that's what you're going to design. And there's two different ways you can do this. The first way is you can write out on a piece of paper your food web. And that's pretty easy. You can just write the name of the animal. And if you'd like, if you really think you have an artist blood in you, you can draw some of the animals. For instance, if you were doing some grasses, you could draw some grass, or if you had a dog in your food chain, you could maybe draw a dog. I am not an artist. Everybody knows that. my stick figures look stupid. So in my case, if I was doing, let's say, I would be doing it in Microsoft Word. Oops. You don't need to see my lesson plans. And there you go. Let's see. Show all windows. I need a new document. There you go. Perfect. And so I have a blank piece of paper, of course, on the internet. And if I wanted to do an aquatic biome, let's say I wanted a shark, I could very easily. Ooh, that's a good picture. The real reason why sharks attack humans, because they love our juicy flesh. Probably not. And then I can wrap the text in front so I can move it all around wherever I want. And sharks are going to eat. let's say sharks are going to eat a clownfish. Here's Nemo. He's going to be eaten by the shark. I don't know if the shark would even eat Nemo or not. But, you know, fish are friends, not food, the whole thing. And, thankful for my wife who's answering all my Skype calls today. Anyway, so I have the fish here, the shark here, and according to our diagram, we draw the arrow to what is going to eat the other thing. And so I'm going to draw the arrow to the shark. There you go. And now I have 2 things in my food web. I just need 10. So anyway, if you can get that done, that's going to be your work for tomorrow. Okay? 10 things, remember. Make sure you don't do 9 or 8 or something like that. And make sure you label what biome you are using. Okay? And that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoy your ecology lab.